their rights to the popular Middle Eastern dish say Lebanon, Palestine, Israel, and Syria. However, historians argue that the birthplace of falafel is Egypt. And here it is cooked by a special recipe. Life in Cairo, working day of the week, as always, rages. Businessmen in elegant suits run across the street, weaving between cars. Young men are balancing on bicycles with huge trays of pastries on their heads. Down neatly on shelves exposed banks with beef for sandwiches, metal pots, bags of peripchko and plates with tamal, the Egyptian version of falafel. The owner of the tent, smiling Egyptian emir. He scoops tamiu with a large metal bowl, forms small balls and throws them into the boiling oil. His hands move with lightning speed, for the manufacture of each bulb takes no more than a second. Tamia sandwich is a perfect example of simplicity. In neighboring Syria and Lebanon are experimenting with a variety of toppings and sauces, but all variations of dishes markedly inferior to the simple and exquisite taste of Egyptian falafel. The reason, obviously, the recipe themselves spoils time. Egyptians, they are not prepared from chickpeas, as in most Eastern countries, and green beans, which cook faster and give the dish a gentle creamy texture. But garlic, onion and coriander seeds. Egyptian mix of falafel contains a large number of fresh herbs and vegetables such as parsley, coriander and leeks. Green beans or fava beans, a popular ingredient in Egyptian cuisine. According to researcher Ken al-Bali, their prevalence seems to be a conscious act of nationalism. As they say culinary historians, in the Middle Ages, the chickpeas were considered more refined ingredient than green beans, but in Egypt they were just more common. The birthplace of chickpeas traditionally considered the countries of the Levant, Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, whereas beans since ancient times, mostly used in North Africa. The connection with ancient Egypt reflected the everyday speech of the Egyptians, which are called ful madam, another popular dish of green beans, and tami, food of the pharaohs. In its opinion, found in the tombs of the traces of beans, most likely, has left workers, leading excavations 100 years ago, when archaeological methods were not so severe. Lebanon, Palestine, Syria and Egypt claim their rights, and Israel calls falafel is the national dish, firmly tying its national identity. Even so innocent a thing as a ball of chickpeas, against the background of recent events in the Middle East, looks quite dangerous weapons, writes the historian of Yael Raviv in his book A Nation of Falafel, Cuisine and National Identity of Israel. Its history can be traced back to Coptic Christians, who began to cook the falafel as a meat substitute during Lent. Meatless meals called musavat, that is fake because they were not meat,